Russia's southern resort region of Krasnodar is recovering after the worst floods in its history. More than 170 people were killed in the deluge caused by torrential rain. Thousands of houses were destroyed. RT's Denis Bolotsky now reports.
It was a night of terror for the people of Krymsk. In almost an instant, the small town was virtually swept away by a torrent of rain and mud, deluged by a giant wave of up to 7 meters, dwarfing most of the buildings there. Valentin was lucky to survive. In a sudden panic, he woke up his wife and son before rushing to help an elderly disabled neighbor.
Water rose immediately. We tried to do something to save our belongings, but the water was everywhere. It was high time we saved ourselves, and we climbed up onto the roof.
Others were not so lucky, with many elderly people in particular found amongst the dead in the morning. Survivors desperately needed help: fresh water, dry clothes and food. Their SOS message was answered, with Russian President Vladimir Putin arriving to see the rescue and cleanup operation for himself. Besides thousands of emergency workers, people from all walks of life rushed to Krymsk. Medical students assisted doctors vaccinating survivors. Fashion model and philanthropist Natalya Vodyanova took gifts for children after an appeal on Facebook.
I just left everything and came here just to clarify, because I felt I had to, and to see how I myself can be helpful. But also before doing that, we kind of just gathered whatever we could in one day, and we gathered this bus with tons of, half of it is filled with very necessary provision.
Many locals refused to believe the official account that the flood was caused by torrential rains. Rumors that the deluge followed the discharge of water from a reservoir continued, some spread by social media, triggering a second wave of panic.
Hundreds of people gather here, fearing that the new wave of floods is coming into town. Nobody says where they got this information. Basically, people rely on rumors.
That false alarm, however, did not stop people from once again returning to their homes and continuing the massive operation.
These people just arrived from Novorossiysk. They're volunteers. They brought shovels, rubber gloves, everything that is needed to clean up the debris.
Many flood victims took matters into their own hands, literally diving for their belongings.
Greetings to Kamchatka. I escaped an earthquake there, and when I came here, I got hit by a flood.
The Russian government and region's authorities are to compensate victims with cash and help to rebuild their homes, or new ones for those left with nothing. And even though it may take weeks and months to get things back to normal, this town in southern Russia is just refusing to give up.
Even though the town has been badly hit, it looks like the people of Krymsk have not lost hope. And against all odds, they're staying and helping each other to rebuild their homes and their lives. Denis Bolotsky, RT, Krasnodar region.